In ancient Greece too, a game similar to football existed, which was called episkyros. The name of the game means common ball, and it involved two teams of players, with numbers comparable to football, with one ball. Notably though, players were allowed to use their hands. Episkyros was frequently violent in nature, and it is believed to be related somewhat to the later ancient Roman game harpastoum, which means carried away. So we can see that a lot of different football games spawned across the world and changed over time. Luckily for fans today though, the FA and FIFA decided to establish a new standard, one that could be enjoyed by everyone the world over. The rest is history. In ancient Greece, a game similar to football known as episkyros was played, signifying the existence of ball games with similarities to modern football in various parts of the world. Episkyros, which translates to common ball, involved two teams of players with a single ball, resembling the structure of contemporary football matches. Unlike modern football, however, players in episkyros were permitted to use their hands, highlighting a key distinction from the rules we recognize today. Notably, episkyros was often characterized by its physical and aggressive nature, reflecting the different approaches to sports and recreation throughout history. This ancient Greek game is also believed to have influenced the development of the later Roman game harpastoum, meaning carried away, further illustrating the evolution and adaptation of similar ball games across different cultures and time periods. The diverse origins and evolutions of football-like games demonstrate the universal appeal and enduring significance of the sport throughout history. Despite the variations and changes that occurred over time, the establishment of standardized rules by the Football Association in England and the global oversight by FIFA have provided a new standard that has allowed football to be enjoyed by people worldwide, shaping its rich and storied history. Soccer is by far the most played and most popular sport in the world today. It's played everywhere, from the biggest stadiums in the world to small remote villages where they don't even have a real ball to kick around. The sport is also loved and enjoyed by people of all ages. But how did it all begin? Modern soccer was invented in London, England, in December 1863, when the first governing body, the Football Association, was formed. This created a standardized, universally accepted set of rules for all teams to follow. However, the earliest forms of soccer originated in the 2nd and 3rd centuries. This soccer has a long and interesting history that stretches back over 2,000 years to various games played throughout the ancient world. Learning more about its invention and origins will help us understand and appreciate how it developed into the game we see today. Soccer indeed has a fascinating and extensive history that spans over 2,000 years, with roots in various ancient games played across the world. Exploring its origins can provide valuable insights into the development and evolution of this beloved sport, enriching our understanding and appreciation for the game we know today. The origins of soccer go back a long way. Some estimates suggest a similar style of ball game was being played almost 4,000 years ago. For centuries, people have enjoyed kicking a ball around to try and score a goal and beat the opposition. But when trying to understand who invented soccer, there was one country that made the most significant difference. England invented soccer in December 1863. Although several other nations such as China, Greece, Rome, Scotland, and parts of Central America all contributed to the historical development of the game, England unified the rules and created soccer. Along with England, many countries claim to have had a hand in the invention of soccer. The history of soccer is indeed rich and complex, with evidence suggesting that similar ball games were played nearly 4,000 years ago. While various cultures have enjoyed kicking a ball around for centuries, England is often credited with unifying the rules and formalising the game of soccer in December 1863. However, it's important to acknowledge that several other nations, including China, Greece, Rome, Scotland and parts of Central America also contributed to the historical development of the sport. The global nature of soccer's origins reflects the widespread love and influence of the game across different cultures. Let's look at the claims by the other nations and see how soccer developed over the years to become the sport we now know and love. Claims to the invention of soccer. Let's take a look at these claims one by one. Ancient Chinese military manuals dating back to the 2nd and 3rd centuries BC mention a game called Cuju, which involved kicking a leather ball through a hole in a net strung between two poles.